Onboarding. Onboarding is the initial first-time user experience with your app in which they should easily be familiar with how to use it and continue on using it. I would like to talk about this since this is a major factor which might affect your users' retention and session time, uninstalls, ratings and more. Onboarding with a login screen. Yes, there are a lot of apps which require to log in, however, login screen cause user loss. First thing, find out if you really have to push your user to log in right on the first screen. If not, you might be better off popping up a login screen as a condition to continue with a lucrative feature after the user has already got the chance to explore the app and understand it has much to offer. In case the app is a social app and not populated enough, it is recommended to insist on initial login before they get the chance to explore the app though, so that the app will get populated over time. A great example is a dating app. The user sees the variety of singles in the app, they want to send their first message to someone they like, but they are prompted to finish setting up their profile beforehand, and now at this point they will be much more inclined to do so. If you are creating a login screen, make sure to do your best in terms of design to deliver the message of why the user should log in and experience this wonderful app. You can use a carousel of images which delivers messages about the best features of the app, or even a great-looking slow-motion video which creates the right atmosphere. It is highly recommended to create an analytics funnel for the onboarding experience combined with A/B testing to understand which experience over time converts more users. You can test a carousel versus a single static image with a prominent text message. You can test 2 different images or even models. Just remember to run one test at a time and give it enough time to gain enough stats and traffic to get to the right conclusion. Another option is to try an appealing background video which is more dynamic. For example, a social app I created, Nomad 10, which displays relaxing slow waves as the login page. Sit back, relax and log in. One common mistake is to ask the user to fill in too many details right on the start. Users, especially nowadays in the app world, have little patience. One annoying question too many and they might close the app, or they will say that they will do it later but they will never will. If a question is not essential for the initial app experience, do not ask the user until later on when it is more relevant. One method is to use the famous profile tab number bubble or an indication of an incomplete profile. And here as well you can reward the user with access to different interesting features as he completes more steps. Kind of a carrotistic method. In some cases, asking the right questions might actually make the app more professional and improve the user experience. For example, a fitness app. You're interested in the user's fitness goals and different parameters. The user is happy to give it away as he expects you to provide him with a better experience later on, which is more professional. Which will help their highly important goal of getting in shape. When you ask for information, it's always a great practice to explain in a friendly manner the purpose which you need it for, preferably promising a later benefit for the user. For example, we need to know your location in order to provide you the best places around you. Okay, what happens if we don't have a login screen? Even if you do not have a login screen or a complicated initial screen, it is still advised to set up the analytics funnel and understand how many users get to the expected initial actions of operating the app. To improve it, you will need to run A/B tests on different funnels and understand what increases your onboarding conversions and will in turn increase the average session time. Not all of the users are the same. Not all of them are going to engage their curiosity and click on everything and see how it goes. Some users will love to be guided through the initial process and get a few tips to get familiar with the app. Even if the app doesn't seem to be complicated, it is recommended to add small helper tips to indicate what to do or try next. You can push the user to perform initial actions which will help them learn the app step by step, or even try to suggest something creative they didn't think about doing. This is a great retention tactic for new users, which will prevent frustration and decrease the chance users will abandon your app and uninstall it. iOS push notifications. On Android, you don't need to ask for permission in order to send push notifications. On iOS you do. It is recommended to ask this permission only at the end of the onboarding and as mentioned above, properly explaining the essence of the permission requests.